Okay, this next video is our new series of cooking while under the coronavirus quarantine or
Isolation.
self isolation. This is a request actually from my Aunt Louise. Sorry, Louise. But this is going to be again another cooking video for Bella, because I know Bella, you love gravy, and it's a very, very quick video how to do a quick gravy. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 cans of low sodium chicken broth. We have brown gravy we got from Costco, but you can just get a packet. All you need is the one packet you get from the store, which is about, I would say, about 3 tablespoons worth. That's all we're going to use. I got some seasoning. I got some onion powder, some garlic salt, fresh ground pepper, some flour, and butter. And that is all we're going to use. So, medium heat. Oh, it won't let you say coronavirus?
Wait, that word's copyrighted on YouTube? Coronavirus?
Coronavirus. Okay. So,
YouTube
here's the simple formula. For every 1 cup of fluid, you want 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of flour. We have basically, 2 cans of almost 2 cups each. So we're going to add some water to make it exactly 4 cups of fluid. So with 4 cups of fluid, that's how many cups or how many tablespoons of butter? Kai? That was Kai's cell phone falling to the ground. If I have 4 cups of fluid and I need 2 tablespoons per each cup, how many cups?
What is it? 8 tablespoons?
8 tablespoons.
8 tablespoons.
Now, 8 tablespoons is exactly 1 stick of butter. So, I'm going to take 1 stick of butter. I'm going to unwrap it. Just like this.
Oh, you want some? You want some? Huh?
Okay, now, again, medium heat. You don't want to burn the butter. So I'm going to take a knife. Be careful how you do this. Don't cut yourself. But what we're going to do is we're going to just, make little tablespoon tabs of butter just to make the melting process go faster. That's all. Okay, I'm being very careful with this knife. Please don't do it this way unless you know what you're doing or you're comfortable around sharp knives. Okay. All right. So, Bella, you already have one. I think Mom gave you one of my favorite whisks. And we're just going to melt that down. Okay. Now, 8 tablespoons equals 1/2 cup. Here. 8 tablespoons equals 1/2 cup. So, I need 1/2 cup of flour. Now, Bella, when we talked about flour before, as you remember, it's best to weigh flour than measure flour. But if you are going to measure flour, what you're going to want to do is try to loosen it up, like aerate it a little, like this, before you grab it. Otherwise, you're going to have too much flour because it's going to be too dense. All right, so I have like loose flour now. And about a cup, 1/2 cup. There you go. Flour. Put it away over here. All right, so, Kai, why don't you get in here? If you look here, the butter's melting nicely. Okay, we want the bubbles, we want the foam to kind of come down a little. Okay. We don't want to burn our butter, so we'll be careful of that, but just want to let the foam kind of heat off. See how you're seeing, you're basically making Indian ghee. We're clarifying the butter. The foam is basically milk solids. I'm not going to spoon off the milk solids, but anyway, until it's bubbling, about there. Okay, we're gonna add in our flour. And then we're gonna basically make a roux. Okay. You want this roux nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. See? Excellent. How hard was that? Excuse me, let me back up for 1 second. Now we're going to add some seasoning. I'm just going to drizzle in some onion powder. Excuse me, honey. I'm going to drizzle in some garlic powder. Again, this is fast. Right? I have other seasonings you could do, but if you need to do this in 5 minutes, excuse me, honey, just some seasonings. Whatever you have, whatever you feel like. I mean, I love the Anderson split pea seasoning in my gravy, but unless you go to the Anderson split pea soup place and pick some up, you're not going to have it. All right, so fresh ground pepper. Okay. Again, see that nice roux we got going? Now you want to cook the flour for at least a minute to kind of get rid of that flour chalky taste. Now, since we're doing super fast, better find a measuring spoon when you need one in this house. Aha. 1 tablespoon. Since we're doing super fast, instead of basically making the gravy mix separately in another pot and adding it in, I'm just going to add in 3 tablespoons of gravy mix. Probably don't even need 3 tablespoons. But anyway, okay, excuse me, honey. Now, as you mix this, it's going to get grainy. And don't worry about that. All we're trying to do is not get lumps. So, we're mixing in these two guys together. And don't worry, we're going to smooth them out. Okay?
Why is it looking so, chunky?
Because we messed with the ratio of oil and flour. That's okay. See how it's almost like cookie batter? It's like getting loosened up. That's good. All right, now we're going to open up our cans. I prefer using a church key than getting a can opener. Just makes it easier to pour. And we're going to, while we stir, under medium heat, you don't want lumps. So just don't dump it all in. You want to go a little at a time. We're looking to get it to where it's moist. Not moist. It's smooth. So first batch, it's really thick. And we're just smoothing it out. Okay, see now that's smooth. Add some more water. Not water, broth. We're making it smooth. Okay. And some more broth. Now, we're adding more. We're going to add more than 2 cups of fluid. Excuse me, honey. Just back up for a second. I'm going to add about 2 more ounces. Since these are 14-ounce cans, I'm adding a couple more ounces in here. Just to kind of make the 2 cups we measured. Now, the recipe for the gravy also calls not only for 3 tablespoons of mix, but 1 cup of water. So we'll also need to add an additional cup of water to this. But we'll add it slowly because, again, we're looking for a thickness. Some people want their gravy really thick. Some like it runny. Me, I'm a kind of like, it needs to be able to... If I were to make a little lake in my mashed potatoes and I were to violate the dam on the lake, I'd want the village of corn next door to drown. That makes any sense. So you see how it's smooth? And then I add more and it gets chunkier, but I'm not adding all my fluid at once. I'm not trying to splatter, but you'll notice that it's smooth. Every step, every time I add fluid, I don't add more fluid until the current mix here is nice and smooth. We do not like lumpy gravy. Okay? All right. And Mommy just took the camera from Kaya. All right, so now you see this is nice and smooth. I'm going to add yet a couple more ounces to my can. Just because I can. And that's pretty much it. You're done. Now you're going to bring this to boil. You're going to let it boil for about a minute. And, you know, eat. So now I'm going to get in this half cup that I use for the flour. I'm going to fill that up. We may not need all, 8 ounces. But let's see. So you're looking at the thickness, and it's looking pretty thick. I'm going to wait for this to boil a little, and then I'll add more water if needed. I'm going to turn up the heat to medium-high, and just let this get to a boil while I continue to stir. Just get the stuff on the edges, and see that? That's beautiful. Super simple, very easy, and really delicious. All right, I'm going to pause the video now and show you what this looks like after it comes to a boil. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes, and you can see the gravy's just starting to boil, bubble, and it's really starting to thicken up, which is why I kept my half cup of water, which I'm going to add, not all of it. Again, you add a little, you mix, you check, you mix. Yeah, a little bit more water. So I just put another, that was 4 ounces. And I could probably go up to another 8 ounces. Well, that's probably about the consistency I'm looking for. No, I got it. My wife here, she stole Kaya, my camera went away from me, so now I'm having to hold my own camera. So that's about it. Again, we're gonna let this boil for about a minute, and then I'll give you the money shot where we pour it over some steamed rice, Pinoy style. I'll be right back. Okay, it's been about a minute, and you can see it's bubbling really nice, and nothing's sticking on the bottom. It's starting to try to stick, but you're just going to keep spinning it. And I'm going to call this done. I got the consistency I'm looking for. It's thick. You can see you can cover a spoon or a cup, but it's not too runny. All right, that's it. That's, not even 10-minute gravy. Okay, so here comes the money shot that I promised you. Here's a bowl of steamed medium grain rice. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. Anyway, this is for you, Bella, and you, Auntie. Both my aunties, really, because Mary will probably make this for Ethan. But anyway, that's the money shot. Oh, yeah. All right. That is gravy rice. Or that is how to make quick brown gravy. All right. Take care. Bye.